Hi guys, this is Paint with Girls Gone Right, and this episode looks a little different. As you can see, we are in a new place. I just moved to Charlotte this past weekend, and it was absolute chaos. It was so much work. You never underestimate how much work goes into moving, especially out of state. It's always a hassle, and we even have some broken nails. It's not just guns that break your nails, it's boxes too. It was a lot of effort unpacking, but I got it all done. We got a studio built. Shout out to my dad. He was so on top of it. The day that I moved in, he came over here ready to build a studio. It's still not done being built. You know, we have some more panels that are gonna go underneath. That's why it kind of looks naked right now. But, you know, we're working on getting that done. But my dad, shout out to him. I just want to say thank you, Dad, for all the hard work. He came over here literally the day that I moved in, worked all day on building the studio, hanging everything up, did it all himself. And I just appreciate all the effort. Dads are incredible. And he's always been so supportive of me and my dreams and, you know, wanting to do whatever he can so he can see me happy, and it's truly just amazing. So now I'm living in the same city again. I have family here. I'm really excited. As you guys know, I was living in Nashville and I did not have any family there. I moved there for work originally. So I moved back to Charlotte for work, and I'm just excited to be here back with my community, especially back having some family here as well. It's just really refreshing. I'm excited to come back and be welcomed with open arms. So I'm really excited. And if you guys are in the Charlotte or in the area, I'm hosting not a dating event, it's a social event, a conservative social event, but it's a red light, green light event. So that means we are going to have wristbands. The red wristband is to be worn if you are taken, a green wristband if you're single. So if you want to use it as a dating event, go for it. If you want to use it just for networking and community, it can be that as well. So it kind of takes the pressure off, but it's just great to be able to build community and meet other people. So that is going to be on March 3rd at Pin House at 6 p.m. in Charlotte. I am really excited for that. That's the best thing about being in community, is getting to build on that. So I'm really excited to be here. I feel like I just have a new energy, and especially being able to have my own place to record. It's really exciting. I'm thrilled. If you are not already subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to go above and beyond, there is a Patreon linked in the description below. So let's get into how to win on dating apps. As you guys know, I talk a lot about dating and how, you know, I guess it would be the culture of dating, because in my eyes, I think that you can directly see culture when you step into the dating world, or you just see how people are behaving, because culture is upstream from politics, and that is upstream of philosophy. So I think it all kind of trickles down into one another. So that's why I think that dating is such a fascinating topic, is because you can directly see people's behavior and trends and values and everything like that, in the toxicities of everything. So I'm fascinated by dating. I'm also single, so I guess that helps. But I've received a lot of questions on dating apps, what your profile should look like, how to date, all of these dating things. And, you know, if you're single and you're listening to this, then, and if you don't have a dating app, this is the perfect time to get a dating app, get back out there. And I'm not saying that dating apps are perfect. Nothing is perfect, but I think it is a great way to get connected to someone and utilize that to meet them. You know, it's not the easiest thing going out and just meeting people the old-fashioned way anymore. So I'm going to help you build a dating profile. So this could be on Hinge. You can use this for, I don't even know what the other dating apps are. I feel like Hinge is kind of the main dating app. I know there's the app called The League, and I think that one is just a little bit more exclusive. There is a wait list to get into the dating app, and you only get 3 matches a day. So it's not as overwhelming. I think when you go on a dating app like Hinge, you are overwhelmed by all these options and choices, and you get a bunch of likes, or you're liking a bunch of people. It's just very overwhelming. And I like that the league, you have 3 matches, and it kind of gives you time to, if you have, someone likes you back and you have a match, then it gives you time to have a conversation and go out instead of just feeling like you're overwhelmed and the grass is greener on the other side and you have so many options. So it takes out the options and you can have more time to actually really get to know people and be intentional with dating. So my issue is all of these crazy things that I've just been seeing on profiles, like polygamous, or they're open to short-term relationship. They're not looking for anything serious. They're just looking for someone to have fun with. That would be a friend. You are looking for a friend. You shouldn't be on a dating app looking for a friend. And that's what I'm seeing a lot of. So first of all, clarify the reason why you're even getting on a dating app. If you're downloading a dating app, if you're on one right now, why are you on a dating app? Answer that question before we proceed. And if you are on the app to date and find a person that you want a relationship with, you're looking for a relationship, great. Then let's continue the video. So this is called My Virtues in your Hinge profile, and you can put your work. So whatever company that you work for, you can put your job title, the school that you went to, your education level, your religious beliefs, your hometown, your politics, languages spoken, dating intentions. I actually love that they have this on there. It makes it very easy to sift through profiles and filter through and just find what you're looking for. So the options are life partner, long-term relationship, open to short. I don't even know what that means. See, this is what I like to see on people's profiles because it helps me identify how emotionally intelligent they are. And if they don't have that EQ, then I'm not interested. But the long-term relationship open to short. So to me, it's like, okay, well, this is what I want, but I'm willing to settle. I don't really know, because that's like going into a job saying, yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I want to take this job, but it might not work out. So like, let's do a trial and see how that works. Like all of relationships are subject to possibly failing. Just because I put life partner doesn't mean the next relationship that I'm going to be in is my life partner. Hopefully I want that, but it doesn't mean it will be. And then we have short-term relationship open to long. So what does that mean? That means that you are specifically looking for something maybe a few months long, and if it goes longer, then you'll keep them. Like, oh, if I fall in love with someone that I accidentally only wanted to be with for a few months, I guess that's fine too. Like, I don't understand what that means. You're dating intentions. You're intending it for it to be one thing, but if it's the other, then it's okay. But you should be in a relationship hoping that it's long lasting, and guess what? Just because you hope that doesn't mean that's going to happen either. So then we have a short-term relationship. Why are you spending your time, investing your time and potentially money if you're taking them on dates that require that? You're going to invest in that person and be okay with it not being an actual investment because it's short term. You don't care about if this is you don't want the long lasting part. That's not even an option. You just want short, and that's it. I just want a short term relationship. I don't understand what that conversation is like. And I've never been out with someone that has said that to me, but I can't imagine what that's like, going on a date with someone and saying that you want a short-term relationship. Like, hey, what are you looking for? A short-term relationship. And it's like, okay, how short are we talking? Preferably 2 months. Do you start the clock like right now? Is this when the 2 months starts, or is it when we make it official? How are we even going to make it official? I don't know how this works. This is just madness to me. Figuring out my dating goals. This is one of my favorite ones. My favorite one to laugh at, personally. Figuring out my dating goals. Because why are you on a dating app if you don't know what you want? I'm figuring that out. Yeah, okay, so now we're on a date, and I ask you, what are you looking for? What are your dating intentions? And they're like, I don't really know just yet. Okay, well, it's like putting on your shoes before putting on your pants. You better figure that out. It doesn't make any sense to do it that way. You figure that out, and then you come on a date, and then you go on a dating app. Because you know what you want. Do that shit first. This is immaturity. Or you could prefer not to say. I'm not going to go over my profile yet. We'll do that at the end. And I'll tell you what is on my dating profile. So then we have my vitals. So your name, your gender, your pronouns, in sexuality, your age, height, location, ethnicity, children. I like that it says this because obviously, I want children, but, some people actually don't, and then I know I'm not going to swipe on them. Family plans. Okay, wait. Oh, okay. So children, it says don't have children, or you have them. And then it's family plans. You can put don't want children, open to children, not sure, prefer not to say. So it kind of honestly takes away, you get more of the I guess, the long-term questions that you may have lingering. Like you can have that all on a profile. You can put if you have pets. Oh, guys, this one's classic. It says COVID vaccine, vaccinated, partially vaccinated, not yet vaccinated, prefer not to say. That is honestly so funny because this is something that I would look at, and if they're vaccinated, I'm swiping the other way. That is just, it's so interesting. I like that they have partially vaccinated as an option. Like, yeah, I kind of gave in, but I didn't get the last few, but they got me on the first two. So that is really interesting and very insightful on a person, really. Like if you're partially vaccinated, go big, or you didn't go big or go home, but you kind of like one foot in, one foot out. Like I got it and then I changed my mind, or I got it but didn't want to get all of them, but you caved. So then we have my vices. Drinking, yes, sometimes no, prefer not to say. Smoking, you have marijuana, or you have other drugs. So if you just, you like to do other things in your free time and you want to let someone know that you're, possibly interested in dating, you can put it on there. So yeah, we have a lot. You can actually put so much in a dating profile. I feel like you can actually really get to know someone by looking what they put out. If they fill it out accurately in all of the way, I feel like you can kind of get a lot of information on someone, and you can kind of gather who they are as a person. So I prefer Hinge because I do really feel like you can fill it out to the most. Other dating apps don't ask you so many deep questions. And also, this is not all that you're filling out. There's prompts that we're going to go over too. So you can put so much on this dating app in comparison to other ones. I feel like League is very like, you can put a sentence and a little bit, but it doesn't give you the prompts to fully fill it out in this way. So I really enjoy this because it eliminates a lot of the dating pool that I would like to eliminate. So we can appreciate that. Let's see. So let's go over prompts because I feel like this is where a lot of people get stuck. So the prompts, you can select, you can select something from the list to write about. It will give you an idea or something to talk about, and then you can then fill it out. And I think Hinge is the only dating app that does this. And I kind of like it because first of all, there's so many options that you can choose from to respond to, but it kind of allows you to be creative if you want to, and you can give a lot of information about yourself. So prompts can either go really, really well, and you can win me over with your charming personality or your sense of humor, or I connect with something that you write, or it can go very badly because I don't, it's hit or miss. A lot of people just half-ass it. So that is not ideal. Prompts, it's a section of your profile. It's taking up the landscape. Like put some effort into it and let someone get to know you, have the opportunity to get to know you before they make their decision if they want to swipe on you or not. So prompts, you get 3 prompts. And this is my suggestion that you should stick to have a solid dating profile. You don't want to just put something random like loves The Office. Okay, I mean, great, but that doesn't tell me a whole lot about you. That's just a TV show. Like, you like it. A lot of people like The Office. It's not very uncommon. It's not unique. Most people do like The Office, so I'm not shocked. I don't really get to know who you are. So we are going to hammer down how you can write these prompts the best of your ability to get the most bang out of your buck. So the first prompt should be... So actually, before we get into that, we're going to separate the prompts. So there's 3 prompts. We want to talk about me, you, and then an us. So me, tell a story about you, yourself. Give a deeper dive on who you are, what you enjoy, what makes you you. So like anything. It could be how you spend your Saturday mornings, or maybe something like a unique story that no one knows about you. So whatever that first prompt is, make sure that it is about you. So let's see. Some of the prompts that it gives you about me: I go crazy for blank. So go ahead and put that in there. I go crazy for conservative men who dream of homesteading. That's very niche, right? So that says, or I guess that's no one's not necessarily about you. It's more about what you're looking for. So here's a good one. Dating me is like blank. A lot of people say winning the lottery. I've seen that so many times, but like why? You can say winning the lottery because I am super energetic and I give you the chaotic energy that you're searching for in life. Or if you are ready for a fun adventure, that's me. Something like that. A life goal of mine is to homestead and homeschool my children. So make it some fact or story about you. And then the next one, the second prompt, you. What are you looking for? I think this is really important because a lot of people lack, I don't understand what kind of person do you want? I think that really does matter to fill that part out too, because it helps the person on the other end reading your profile. So what are you looking, or who are you looking for? So maybe it's a partner who will go to the gym with you or cook with you, or who wants to have a life of adventure and grow old together and then sit on a nice wraparound porch and sip coffee and watch the sunrise with you. That's very specific and it tells a lot about who you are as a person. Okay, and the third one should be about us. So what would dating you look like? How would you spend a Sunday afternoon or a romantic evening? Help someone envision what dating you would look like because it's a selling point. Someone really gets to know you and identify who you are. And it's not like you're just swiping on some profile. It gives you personality traits and it makes them think of you as a person. They kind of get to know you on another level versus swiping on someone that has a very minimally filled out profile and they don't know a whole lot. It also helps them have talking points in a conversation. If they swipe on you and you go on a first date, then you have these talking points because you know that you have a lot of things in common and you know what you can ideally talk about on this date. So those are my suggestions for prompts, but we're not done. It doesn't end just there. You also have pictures on your profile, which are absolutely fantastic because on top of all of this, you have pictures to really just put a bow around the whole thing, seal the deal. You get 6 pictures. The first one, you should make it of you. Make it a clear picture and make it a flattering picture. Do you have a picture where you look at it and you're like, dang, I look good in that photo. This is that photo. It's going to be the first photo that anyone sees. Sometimes it's going to be the only photo that someone sees if they don't scroll down on your profile. Maybe they see that picture and they don't even care to read your profile because you look so dang good in that. They're just going to swipe and match with you because that's all they needed to see. It sealed the deal. Sealed. So who knows? You never know, but that first picture can say a lot. So make sure it's a dang good photo of yourself. The second one, maybe you're doing what you love. It could be hiking, fishing, and here we go in the comments. Everyone has all these men have fishing pictures, but here's the thing. If you actually fish, and that is something that is not a one-off, but it describes your life and routine and your hobbies that you do frequently, go ahead and put a fishing photo in there. What I don't want to see is if you don't fish, but you went fishing with your uncle that one time 2 years ago and you put it in there because you want to seem adventurous. No, don't do that. You only do it if it's actually a part of your life. Don't just put something random in there that you really never do because then it's just confusing and you only did it one time and you didn't really like it enough to do it another time. So that's just a little bit of advice. The third picture, this could be maybe you and some family or you and your niece or nephew and show off that you love kids, or maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a friend group, maybe you and your friend, or you went to your best friend's wedding and you have a beautiful photo of all of you guys together. Put that one up there, but don't use it as your first photo because when I look at that, I don't know who I'm looking at. There's 10 people in the picture. I don't know what you look like, James. How am I gonna know what's you? I hate when you go on a profile and it's a bunch of group pictures and I have no idea which one's you. There's no idea. So make it clear, but don't use that for the first photo. That should be later in the profile so people know. I want to look at the picture and be like, oh, that's James right there. He's on the left of the groom. I know who he is. So fourth picture it could be another really good photo, but maybe this one shows off your personality. So if you have good personality pic. Maybe it's you at a brewery or you laughing or who knows. I don't know how guys take pictures. Girls, I feel like we always have a camera roll full of pictures. So maybe guys, it's a little harder. But if you have something that shows off your personality, like maybe it's a picture of you cooking and it just really radiates your personality, post that. Your fifth one, maybe like, more friends or family, just to show we really want to nail it down or hammer it down that you have friends and family. That's great. That means that you're social, you're personable. People like you enough to call you their friend. That's important. Sixth is maybe it's a place that you've traveled to. You went on vacation and you have a picture of you at the beach. Sure, we can post that. If you have a picture of you in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, in the mountains, go ahead and post that. Like, it shows that, you like to have fun once in a while. You like to go on a trip, whatever it is. Just make sure that they are different and it's not all the same exact pose and picture, because that's kind of weird too. I've seen profiles where it's a person taking a selfie every single picture and it's the same pose in the same mirror. And it looks like he just did it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every day before he went to work and then made the profile. And it's just you in a different outfit. This isn't a fashion show. This is a dating app. I know nothing about these except you have horrible lighting in your bathroom. That's all I know about you right now. And that's not great for a dating app. I don't care about your lights. I want to know more about you. So that is my 2 cents on how to build a dating profile. Take it to heart. As someone who uses a dating app, I see a lot of this every day. I'm not an amateur. This is not my first rodeo, and I see it all of the time. And these are just my qualms. This is a list of my qualms that I'm telling to you that I think will greatly benefit you if you're on a dating app. And, I can't stress this one enough. This is one of the most important step. So if you made it this far into the video, please listen very carefully. Don't mess this up. Don't mess this up. This should have been at the beginning. I'm so sorry. Last but not least, definitely not least, this is one of the most important, crucial steps. If you don't do this steps, everything else that I just said is irrelevant. Make sure that you peer review this dang profile. Don't just go posting this. Don't just write all these things and you think it's good enough so you post it. No. We are going to peer review with 3 of your closest friends. So whether that be, call mom up. Call mom. Mom, I'm sure as long as she's an honest woman and will give you good feedback, call up mom. Okay, and then we're going to want to call up, maybe if you have a sister, maybe we should call up your sister, send her your dating profile and say, I want your honest opinion. I want feedback. And if you have criticism, I am open and I'm willing to take it. We need a female's opinion, basically, is the point here. We need to hear from a younger female that can relate to the market that you are trying to hit on the dating app. So, if you call your mom, call your sister, and if you have a really good friend that you trust with your life, a friend that, you trust driving, you trust getting in that passenger seat, because you trust him so much, you are putting your life in his hands. Call him up. Call him up. Call him up if he has if he's had a good track record with dating. If he has a horrible track record with dating, has never had a girlfriend, or horrible with the ladies, or you don't look up to him and you're not willing to take advice from him, don't call that one. Call up the friend that you want to take advice from. That's the friend that we need in this peer review. This is very selective. It's not for everyone. We don't want everyone in here. We only want respected and valued opinions here. So if you have a friend that you're like, I love him, but I'm not going to take any advice from him, no thank you, especially not dating. If you have a friend where you love them, they're great in every other aspect, but you would not take their dating advice, don't call them. Call a friend where you would take dating advice from them. That's who you want in your peer review. So make sure this is peer reviewed by 3 people. And if you have to make any changes, make sure you submit those changes to your peer to get reapproved. Do not post this until this is approved. This is very, very important, because you never know. You get things posted and maybe it's not the profile that we envisioned and went over here. Maybe it's a little too much, or maybe you didn't understand the mission here. So make sure you get it peer reviewed. And last but not least, we're just gonna go over, I'll tell you about what I put in my dating profile. I myself think it just accurately depicts my who I am as a person. So you know what? As long as it has that, we're good. I'm not going to show my pictures, but no need to see that. We already know what I look like. So my first prompt is, dating me is like gravity. I'm down for everything. Okay, that is really cheesy. I don't think I've ever said that out loud. That is really cheesy. But I thought it was clever, and that describes me as a person. I think I'm pretty clever. I think that's kind of cute. So I felt like that was a good icebreaker. Someone probably saw this and laughed. If you guys laughed, you might be laughing right now. Maybe you think that's funny. So I just wanted a little icebreaker, and really, I'm like down for everything. They're down for anything. I'm very adventurous. I'm like, let's go. I'm chaotic energy. I felt like that it represents me as a person. If you know me in person, you know. Let's see. And then you kind of go into everything else that we talked about, like your age, your height. I am 5'5", by the way. It says where you live. I don't have children, but I want children. I drink sometimes. And let's see. I'm a Christian. I put conservative. And then this is the best part. I don't know if I mentioned this, but you can put what exactly you are. No, we did talk about this. You can put life partner, and then below it, you can put like a tagline of what exactly you mean by that. Like life partner, I'm looking for someone to share the rest of my life with, or, you know, I want to raise a family and I want someone to do that with me. So I'm looking for my husband. So people know I mean business. I mean the real freaking deal. I want a ring on my finger. I want to find someone that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. I want to find someone that I'm going to have lots of kids with. I'm looking for a husband. I don't want just a life partner. I want to get married. I want to start a family. I want all. And, you know, Christian conservative, they can probably put all that together. So, and then you have like another prompt. It says, you should not is an asterisk. You should not go out with me if you hate funny girls with a charming personality. I just want people to know, if that's not your type, then if you don't like that, then you should not go out with me, because I'm not for you. I'm very funny and I'm very charming. So if you don't like that, don't waste your time. That means just keep swiping. Don't even look at me. Don't even scroll down this profile. If you don't like that, just stop right there. We're done. So I like to be upfront. I want to be as transparent as possible. And then it says my simple pleasures. I did this one because I felt like I could kind of just list some things about me that I like, and you kind of just get to know me on a deeper level. I put Frank Sinatra while cooking. I love Frank Sinatra. That is my favorite artist. That's like I listen to that when I'm working out. I listen to that while I'm cooking. I listen to it in the morning. I love dancing to Frank Sinatra. Like just dancing in my kitchen while I cook. Oh my gosh. That should be an episode one day of me cooking, because that is a whole show. It is me dancing to Fly Me to the Moon while I am cooking a steak or something. But that, it explains my personality, explains me. Working out at 5:30 a.m. because I'm insane. Yes, I like to wake up early. I like to be a routine queen Monday through Friday. And I put black dress and heels because that is very much my aesthetic. If I'm like going to dinner or something, I just love to dress up. I know a lot of people say that it doesn't really matter, and it doesn't matter where you go on a date, or it doesn't matter. Like they're fine dressing casual, but I like to be the best dressed person in the room. I love wearing silk gloves. I love wearing heels. I love wearing a little dress, tights, headbands, diamonds, all of it, because I feel like it just feels so good and classy. And I love to be girly. I love to be feminine. So I have to put that in there because I want them to know, don't think that I'm over the top. That I'm over the top. If I'm putting I like to wear heels, I like to wear heels. I'm not over the top. That's just who I am. And drinking cab with rare grass-fed steak. Always, that is a staple in my household. I like to cook steaks because it's just easy and good. But they know that I like steak. So I'm a woman that likes my steak. And this one I had to add because I was getting asked so many times about this, and I just needed a place to clarify this. And you guys you may or may not like this, but this is me being honest. It's not me trying to be mean or anything like that. I'm really, like I said, transparency is key here, guys. I do not like hiking. Do not ask me to hike. People look at my profile and, you know, I say that I like to wear heels and sew gloves and all of these things, and then they ask me to go hiking. And, you know, if you love hiking, good for you. I don't hate hikers. If you like to hike, good for you. More power to you. I love that. I wish I liked it. I don't like hiking. I don't want to hike. Don't ask me to hike. No, that's just not on the options. I went on a date and the guy asked me if I wanted to go hiking or camping, and I'm like, I don't like either of those things. It's not for me. Listen, like, I shoot guns. I love guns, but it's very different just because that is more out there, but I don't want to hike and I don't want to camp. It's not my vibe. And you know what? It's a great vibe for other people, but just not for me. So I put that on there because people will comment asking me to go hiking, and I'm tired of telling everyone, no, I don't want to go hiking. Don't ask. Maybe a walk in the park, if that's a hike. I like to hike in the park with a coffee, and that is my idea of hiking, but it goes no further than that. So hopefully that this helps. You guys got to see a little insight of a girl's opinion. If you're a guy, you're getting a girl's opinion on what you should do. If you're a girl, hopefully this helps you build a profile where you're all up front. I feel like girls, I honestly don't know. I don't know what a girl's profile looks like besides mine because I only see guys on mine. But, you know, if you are a girl, hopefully this helps too, because you do want to put it all out there and you want to feel like someone should feel like they kind of know your personality a little bit after going through your profile and they're like, oh, I vibe with that personality. Because if you have a few characters on your profile, no one's going to know that much about you to make a decision if they are actually interested in you or not. It kind of just helps not judge a book by its cover, right? Like, they see a picture, you don't want someone just swiping on you because you're hot. That's very surface level. Attraction is important and chemistry is important, but it's not everything. And you don't want someone to just to swipe on you because you're hot, but they don't really like you. Like, you want to be able to sell your personality with that. So don't forget that peer review. If you're making a profile, peer review it. If you have any questions, I'm happy to address in the comments. I want to help you guys build some great dating profiles. I want you to build a dating profile so good that you get to delete that dating profile forever because you found your wife. So if you guys found this helpful, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Send this to your friends so you can help them out too. You can help them find relationships. So make sure that you share this and you subscribe. And thank you guys for watching Girls Gone Right.